Hi, welcome to my reaction of episode 12 of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. I always need to think what the name is before I say it because I always get the words wrong and jumbled, it's so long. Anyways, I don't really have any sort of intro for this thing because I'm too excited to start watching it because episode 11 was chef's kiss, perfect, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So yes, I'm gonna start playing and react to it. Did Moon try to make them breakfast and burn all the toast? She's so domestic. He's like, he just doesn't know what to do with himself now because like he so rarely gets off days, and now that he has one and he doesn't need to take care of his brother and like he has nothing to do, he's like, what do I do? What are my hobbies? Yep. He just got rejected. Again. What a wing woman. Yo, no one wants a friend like that, Kangtae. Stop. Look at her. She's like, don't even think about it. I love the way that Santa's always like, 안녕하세요, 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 like everyone that he passes. It's the sweetest thing. Is this nurse seeming more and more suspicious to you guys as well, or is it just me? So Moon mom killed Gangtae and Sangtae's mom. Is that the reigning theory now? That came out of nowhere. What's happening? I wonder if Gangtae is drawn to things and to people that are lonely and that are outcasts and that feel unloved and unlovable because of the way that he grew up in his own childhood, where we already saw so many times how he felt like his mother didn't love him and how she wasn't a good mother to him because he was kind of just born to be a caregiver for his brother. And so I wonder if that has kind of manifested in him now, being someone who is just always gravitating towards people that he identifies with in that sense, and that is like, well, I see you, you need love, I got love, I'm gonna give you love. And that's why he's like drawn to people like Moon Young, because he sees a part of himself in her. You know what I'm saying? Also, I feel like Moon Young's jealousy in this scene is kind of more like, I think it's more her insecurities that are coming out as jealousy. But I know that sounds really obvious, but what I mean is like if you think about it, her whole life has kind of been out of her control. Even the books that she writes gets dictated, and her business, you know, it's run by other people, and the things that she's allowed to say and not allowed to say, the way that her pictures are supposed to be drawn, and everything is kind of not in her control. And we also saw way back when we saw the scene with her mother brushing her hair, telling her she's not allowed to cut her hair, she's not allowed to have friends, she's not allowed to go out and do this and this and this. And so I think that a lot of what she's doing is just her grasping for any sense of control that she can have over her life and any kind of agency that she can find. And when she does have something that is hers, it's such a fragile thing for her because she's so used to everything she has being taken away from her. And I think that that is kind of where this fear of losing Gangtae is rooted in, because she's just like, that's all she's ever known, is losing something. Even something as little as, you know, teenage girls looking at him and taking pictures of him is such a big deal for her, because she feels like she needs to have him all to herself, and she needs to have him like under lockdown, because she's so afraid of, if she shares him, if she opens up just that little bit, then she's going to lose him. I really hope when I edit that is going to make some sort of semblance of sense. He's like, this is too awkward for me, I'm just going to go. Me too. Literally, whenever these two are together and they're smiling, then I'm like, cute. I love that we get to see them being all like domestic and just normal, happy people. Let's have son. I love it when she does this because he hates it and he gets so like, oh my gosh, people are looking. And she's just like, I said what I said. Is she realizing that she has feelings for Mr. CEO? Stop. I'm gonna blush again. Panic, panic. Yeah, he loves this. He's not gonna show it, like he's not gonna smile, but he loves it. Is she playing matchmaker or is she just doing this to to amuse herself? I think it's really precious that it's selflessness that's driving Sangtae to face his fears of the butterflies. Like he's not doing it for himself and to, get over it for himself, but he's doing it for his brother's sake. Sorry? It's the next scene now. Of course this is what Moon Young does. Well, this is awkward. She's just staring him down like blank face, no emotion. Like, what's he supposed to do? Relax, Gante. I wonder if the reason that Gante is kind of still restraining himself and holding back and not really allowing himself to enjoy and enjoy and fully dive into his relationship with Moon-young and like just let go is because he's on some level still afraid that it's not going to last and that he's going to have to pack up and move again at some point. Like, is this something that he needs to work on, or is it just a part of his personality being like that? Oh no, stop! I'm alone in this side of the house right now and it's dark. Please don't. Please stop. Please go back to the happy jealousies. What? I always thought that guy was kind of like an undercover spy, like that he was completely healthy and fine, but he was just like an informant to the director guy. What? No, the subtitles went too fast. What was that? He has been hiding behind his brother all this time, but not like in a physical way, and more like he's been using his brother as an excuse to not live and to not let himself live. And he's always been telling himself like, oh no, I have to do this, it is my responsibility, my brother is more important than I am. On the other hand, I feel like they're leading us on if they want to make us think that the head nurse is involved in it somehow. Right? Or are they leading us on with that other lady? I feel like it's neither of them. Was it him? I literally feel like I cannot trust any single character in the story anymore. Like everyone is a suspect. This is Cluedo. Oh no. He has PTSD. Oh. You guys, how beautiful is this? It's like Santa is being the nurturing one, and he's doing exactly what his brother has been doing to him for years, and he's picked up everything that his brother has done, and he didn't run away from it, even though he must have been scared and confused, because like Santa isn't like he's not good with dealing with other people's emotions. I'm so proud of him. Good job. Do you know what I also just realized? Is that Santa is literally the exact opposite of Moon-young. Like I've talked before about how similar they are and how much they connect and get each other on such a like fundamental level. But also like morally, I think they're such completely different, like opposite people. Because I said one time as well that Moon-young is such a morally grey and kind of ambiguous character, and how like her sense of wrong and right is kind of, what's the word? Well, it's just it's different, and it depends on her and it changes sometimes. Sante, he is the most morally upright person, and like he has such clear cut definitions of right and wrong, and he's not someone that will compromise on his morals at all. Like I feel like Moon Young, will she? I don't know, but I can see Moon Young bending the rules and manipulating the rules of like different moral codes, including her own. But I feel like Sante, so he's like, he will not, there's no way in heck that he will do it. Even with simple things like, this is my book, I paid money for it, so it belongs to me, so I can lend it to you, but you can't have it, it's not yours, you know, like something that's small, but it also applies to bigger things in life. And I also think that that is partly why he's such a lovable character to us, because he's so just like essentially good, if that makes sense. I wonder if Gante has ever actually heard this, like has he ever talked about this? Oh, why did they live in such a scary, creepy place though? Like, don't walk alone in the woods at night into a tunnel that is dark. I would never. What is that supposed to mean? Whose child? Munyang? Probably. Why did I also think Jury's mom? That's the only other mom I know in the story though, but it's not Jury's mom. Stop. See, I told you these people have like gotten into my mind and now I literally do not trust anyone. These close-ups. Like I don't think they're not supposed to be funny, but they just look really funny. Okay, confirmed. Moon Young's mom is the murderer. We knew this, kind of? Oh, this is actually a lot more serious than I was thinking. Because how can they have a happy ending if her mom killed his mom? Even if he knows that it wasn't her fault and that she had nothing to do with it. Like, how do you get over that? Oh. Are they besties yet? They're gonna have a happy ending, regardless of what happens with Moon Young and Gante. Oh. Moon Young's dad is innocent. Okay, yes. Moon Young's mom killed Gante's mom. Moon Young's dad found out about it. And then he tried to... what? I don't know. Why did that make him want to kill Moon Young though? Maybe I should just stop trying to theorize this show out because I'm not going to be able to. Let's just enjoy it, go with the flow. Yes. I want to be like, oh my baby, but he's 35 years old, so I won't. See, this isn't like something to do with morals, but just what I'm talking about with her like bending and manipulating the rules to fit her own like agenda more. I love it when she does that. Like, I have no doubts that she actually would go and beat that person up. I mean, I love that she's just as protective over him as he is over her. And she's like, yeah, I'm a girl, but I'm still gonna like beat you in the face. No, Santi, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not her fault, Kante. Stop it. Don't blame her. Okay, he needs to process first. We'll give him some time to process. Just a little bit of time. Actually, there are literally only 4 episodes left. So I feel like actually I shouldn't overcomplicate this theory as much. Like, it probably is Okram. They don't have time to introduce a whole new character, so it has to be someone that we already know. But they might throw in another plot twist, you know. You never know with these writers. Oh, did he just do this? Did he just do this? Yes. That's crazy actually. Like, how do you stay loyal to someone for 10 years without actually knowing anything about that person? Like, he's been packing up his life and moving after Gante and Sante just so long. Why? Or it was just an imposter of Moon Young's mom, like a fan of hers that would know that she wears like butterfly brooches and that would also have the same butterfly brooches, like Okram, who is not Moon Young's mother. This just sucks. Like, it really is messed up. I mean, that's a weird thing to say, but it comes from a nice place, I guess. I feel like this is also something that this show is pointing out a lot, how like children are not their parents and they're not their parents' mistakes, but still they'll always be your parents, like no matter what they do and how much you hate them or how much you love them, they'll always be your parents and you'll always be linked to them in some way that you can never break. You know, like whether that is a good thing or a bad thing, if you want that to be a thing or not a thing. He's not sleeping. She should go in and just like rip the blankets off and be like, rise and shine, it's a photo day. Oh. Ah. If I could like do this with Sante and put him in my pocket and keep him, I would. I like that Moonyoung and Sangtae still went without Gangtae. Like, I like that they have their own relationship, separate and apart from him. Like, obviously they both love him and they want to be a family of three, but like that they weren't like, oh, he's not coming, what's the point? You know, like neither of them uses the other. Like, they have a genuine relationship outside of Gangtae as well. Like, he's the glue, he's the mayonnaise for like the family, but like you have Gangtae and Sangtae, Moonyoung and Gangtae, Moonyoung and Sangtae, Moonyoung and Gangtae. You know, it's like a little, what's this thing again? A square. A square of relationships within their little family of three. Yes, show us. What did he do? Who is this woman? Where has she been hiding for all this time? Look at her. I mean, I was gonna give it to him. I was gonna be like, that is the coolest cool pose ever. Nailed it. But like, she just beat me. She definitely just did a one-up on me. It's way cooler being yourself. He came. This is my real brother, not my fake sister. Look at them, they're smiling like this. Ah. Their smiles are so infectious, like literally I can't stop smiling either. I'll just go join their picture quickly. I want to be part of the family. Here's my cool pose. This episode, in my opinion, was like the perfect thing because it was such a big blend of just everything. Like, I was super happy, squealing at one point, and then I was like terrified, thinking I should go to the bathroom the next minute. And then like it had drama and action and intrigue and romance and sweetness and sadness, and it was just perfect. So I'm just really happy right now, and it's not very often that you walk out of a like K-drama episode, especially like episode 12 around this time, and you're feeling like happy and fine and okay. Like, I know that like a lot of drama is still coming, but I'm ready for it. And yeah, okay. I'm gonna go to bed now, so I'll see you soon for episode 13. Bye.